This is the Dallas Morning News. It's Monday, March 3rd. A mix of sun and clouds today with a high of 73. More clouds will move in this evening with a chance of showers and a thunderstorm. The low will be 61. Here are today's headlines. A flurry of bills filed in the first months of the legislative session could reverse state tolling policies that have been in place for decades, an acknowledgment by a growing number of legislators that Texas may have gone too far in its expansion of toll roads. If passed, the bills would stop the criminalization of toll road offenses, enact enforcement reform, add transparency to billing, provide discount programs for some motorists and tolling on certain state roadways, require voter approval for the construction of new toll projects, and ensure local governments are not required to pay for toll roads that compete with their non-tolled highways and feeder roads. The package of bills, 19 and counting, seeks to address many of the issues revealed this past year by the Dallas Morning News in its investigation, Toll Trap. The investigation noted that Texas, which is among the U.S. states with the most tollways, is one of only a handful of states that criminalize toll drivers for unpaid fees and regularly issue arrest warrants over the debts. In other news, Last Energy plans to plant 30 micronuclear facilities in Haskell County as energy companies move to address the voracious power needs of data centers fueling the artificial intelligence boom. The nuclear technology startup announced Friday that it plans to break ground at a 200-acre site in Haskell, a town nearly 180 miles west of Dallas. Microreactors are smaller nuclear plants that can generate electricity and heat for industrial applications, which are booming alongside North Texas's expanding population and economy. Washington, D.C.-based Last Energy, which already has 2 micronuclear prototypes in Texas, has applied for a grid connection with the Electric Reliability Council of Texas. It plans to file for a permit with the U.S. Nuclear Regulatory Commission. Nuclear is a carbon-free energy source, but cost and safety concerns have largely hampered its domestic development. Next up, a panel discussion hosted by the Dallas Morning News in partnership with the nonprofit For Oak Cliff highlighted life and loss in Dallas. The event, which came after a year of reporting and more than 100 stories as part of the Dallas Morning News' Life and Loss in Dallas series, sought to be a place for the paper to hear directly from readers and community leaders about homicide, crime solutions, and how its coverage can better tell victims' stories. Last year, the violent crime rate for the city dropped for a 4th consecutive year. The number of murders also fell, dipping to the lowest level since 2018. Dallas police reported 183 homicides last year, compared to 248 the year before. The News' homicide count for last year was higher at 202 because the tally also includes justifiable homicides along with killings in the city investigated by other agencies. Still, this figure is down from 275 the previous year. The downward trend is similar in other cities around the country, according to data compiled by AH Datalytics, a consulting firm that tracks homicides. Victims were predominantly black and male, according to a tracking by the News. They were 83% male, 60% black, 32% Hispanic, and 7% white. Most victims were also young adults in the age group of 18 to 29. Altogether, panelists say any violent crimes create a ripple effect in the community. And with Cowboys officials in Indianapolis during the NFL scouting combine, conversations have started with star pass rusher Micah Parsons about a contract extension. Multiple people with knowledge of the discussions told the Dallas Morning News. Those conversations are described as general, just the beginning of the process between the two sides. Parsons, as part of the 5th-year option, will make $24 million in the upcoming season. Among pass rushers, the 49ers' Nick Bosa has the highest-paid contract worth $170 million, and in total guarantees at $122.5 million. The Browns' Myles Garrett has the second highest guarantee among pass rushers at $100 million. The agent for Cowboys free agent defensive tackle Osa Odighizuwa continues discussions with team officials about a new contract. There are 14 defensive tackles averaging at least $20 million per season, and it is expected Odighizuwa is seeking figures in that range. However, the Cowboys could place the franchise tag on Odighizuwa, a person with knowledge of the team's thought process told the news. NFL teams have until Tuesday to place a franchise tag on a player. The Cowboys would have to pay Odighizuwa $25.1 million if they place the franchise tag on him. Now, the last time the Cowboys used the franchise tag was 2023, when running back Tony Pollard was tagged for $10.1 million. He did not sign a contract extension and left after the 2023 season. Cowboys officials also met with the agent for pending free agent DeMarcus Lawrence at the Combine. A person with knowledge of the discussions said Lawrence is not expected to return, and there is a market for him. Last season, Lawrence earned $10 million in base salary, so he does not expect to get less than that. Thanks for listening. For more on today's stories and the latest breaking news, visit dallasnews.com. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more from the Dallas Morning News.